الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد. The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam warned against bid'ah. He said it multiple times a day, every week. Bid'ah, bid'ah, bid'ah. And there was no bid'ah in Islam. Then what about us when bid'ah reaches the east to the west? Oh, we don't mention bid'ah when it's more necessary now. Billahi alayna. Amma ba'd. Ya ahl al-khayr. قال الله عز وجل في سورة التوبة والسابقون الأولون من المهاجرين والأنصار والذين اتبعوهم بإحسان رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه وأعد لهم جنات تجري تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا ذلك الفوز العظيم. فالسؤال: ما معنى الكلمة بإحسان؟ قال الشيخ صالح الفوزان حفظه الله تعالى المعنى بإتقان يعني اتباع الصحابة بالاعتقاد والأقوال والأفعال رضي الله عنهم وأحسن الله إليكم أجمعين. يا أيها المسلمون، ما هي عقيدة الصحابة؟ وما أدرانا ما أقوالهم وأفعالهم؟ أقول إن علينا بالطلب وبالفهم وبالعمل وبالدعوة الصحيحة وبالصبر على الأذى فيه. بارك الله فينا. سنتحدث قريبا إن شاء الله عن الشيخ أبي طلحة داود ابن رونالد بيربانك. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم، وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين. أما بعد. O people of goodness, Allah said in the chapter of repentance, and the first and the foremost from those who left Mecca to emigrate to Medina, and those in Medina who welcomed the Meccan immigrants as brothers, and those who follow them in ihsan. Allah is pleased with them, and they are pleased with Allah. And Allah, has prepared for them gardens with rivers flowing underneath them. They will stay in there forever. And that is the great attainment. This word here, ihsan, what does it mean? Sheikh Salih Al-Fawzan, perhaps the most senior scholar alive today, Wallahu alam, he said that it means itqan, precision, mastery, meaning to follow the companions precisely in their creed, in their statements, and in their actions. May Allah be pleased with all of them, and may Allah be good to all of you. So these questions arise. What was the creed of the companions? What did they believe in? And what will make us aware of their statements and actions? Upon us is to study and to understand, then to act, then to call to this, and always to bear patience of the harms that will follow and come to the da'i who calls to the haqq. Upon us is to bear patience with this path of calling to Allah, His Messenger, and the way of the Sahaba, tartib, call to Allah first, call to the perfection of the Quran, then call to the Messenger, then call to those that come next and next and next. May Allah bless us with ilm. So a recent example of someone who studied the Quran and the Sunnah and the way of the Sahaba is Shaykh Abu Talhah Dawood ibn Ronald Burbank, teacher of Shaykh Abu Khadija. Throughout the 1990s, Shaykh Abu Talhah was at the forefront of da'wah in the English-speaking world. He stood firm against bid'ah and its people. He refuted the Sufis. He refuted the Ash'aris. He refuted the Khawarij. He refuted the Shia. He refuted those like Hizb ut-Tahrir with political machinations. And he translated seminal works of the scholars, past and present, including this book in my hand right here, Sharh al-Sunnah, li Imam al-Barbahari, the explanation of the creed by one of the students of the companions of Ahmad, Imam al-Barbahari, rahimahullah. Shaykh Abu Talhah also translated Al-Usul al-Thalatha, the three fundamental principles of Islam. And it is one of the most widely read books of Aqidah in the English-speaking world. The proof is in the pudding, my beloved. Abu Talha, he defended the scholars against the Hizbis. He defended Shaykh al-Albani from the Hizbis. He gave detailed durus regarding al-Asma was-Sifat. He gave detailed lessons regarding the names and attributes of Allah. He was praised by a Shaykh Rabi' al-Madkhali, and praised by a Shaykh Muqbil bin Hadi, and praised by a Shaykh Abdul Salam Burgess. Shaykh Abu Talha, the most beloved of students of knowledge. Remember this name when you leave today, Abu Talha. Dawood ibn Ronald Burbank. One day, on Tuesday, the 1st of November 2011, the 5th of Dhul Hijjah, while Abu Talha and his wife Talha, they were performing the Hajj in the state of Ihram, reciting the Talbiyah. Their bus caught fire, killing them both. They were washed and shrouded, and their janazah, their funeral, was held the next day in Masjid al-Haram in Mecca. Their bodies were then transported to Al-Madinah, where they were buried in the Baqi' with the Sahaba. Rahmatullahi ala Abi Talha wa ala zawjatihi. We ask Allah to accept them as martyrs. We cannot say he is a martyr, we cannot say that, because revelation is stopped. Only the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam via Jibreel from Allah could say he's in Jannah, he's a martyr, we can't say that. We can say, Insha'Allah, he is a shaheed. Insha'Allah, she is shaheeda. And we can make dua for Allah to accept them as martyrs, but we don't cross that line and speak on Allah's behalf and say, they are martyrs. Even in Philistine, and may Allah aid our uncles and aunties and brothers and sisters in Philistine, we cannot say that about them. The Aqidah is fixed from day one until Yawmul Qiyamah. It doesn't go like this because I think so, because he thinks so, because she thinks so. No, Al-Aqidah Wahida. Finished. Again, we ask Allah to accept them as martyrs. And we ask Allah to give us the tawfiq to live and die upon the minhaj of the companions of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now look, the vast majority of us may never reach this level. Wallahu alam. But what we can do is memorize the book of Allah to the best of our ability. You know? And act upon it, having understood it to the best of our ability. We can teach Al-Fatiha to our children, to our nieces and nephews, sisters and brothers, to new Muslims. We can encourage our wives and our sisters and daughters to attend the durus with us. Wallahi, there are masajid at the north of England, majority Asian. There's no space for the women. They actually don't allow the women in. How can you stop a woman going to the masjid? The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, do not prevent the women to go to the masjid. Abdullah ibn Umar, his son said, indeed, I will prevent the women to go to the masjid. Abdullah said, I give you a hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and you persist, do not ever speak to me again. And Abdullah ibn Umar, who was Umar's son, Abdullah never spoke to his son ever again. Why? Because his son was mu'anid against the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. How can we prevent our women to seek knowledge? How? The women of the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, indeed you teach the men all the time. Give us a day. And he gave them a day. In their sunnah, Shamsi, Hafidhullah, only women, all wearing niqab and gloves, mashallah, tabarakallah. Only the women, the whole masjid, for the women, 1 day a week. This is sunnah, not to prevent the women to go to the masjid. Billahi alayna. We can encourage our wives and our sisters and our daughters to seek ilm with us. We can donate towards the masajid of sunnah, where in that masjid they forbid the evil and they enjoin the good. So all these things are within our reach right now. There's the Quran. We even have the Quran on our phone. We even have hadith apps on our phone. Durus from Sheikh Fawzan, Sheikh Abdul Muhsin Al-Abbad, Sheikh Abdullah Al-Bukhari, Sheikh Arafat, Hassan, Muhammadi, Sheikh, subhanallah, abundance of ilm. And the important thing is that we do these things and that we die upon it, because the good ending is for those who fear Allah and keep their duty to Allah and prevent themselves from disobeying Allah. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ وصلى الله على نبينا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين. أقيموا الصلاة.